Alright gang, welcome back to our Pioneer Challenge on Alone in the World. You join me, it's actively November, day 1, and as you can see, it's ready to harvest. The wheat fields are ready to harvest. We're going to get straw. We are going to finish the series today. Excited, but also a little bit sad to finish the series, but it is time to move on. As I mentioned in the last episode, it's time to move along, so... It's been a good one though. It's been a good one. It was tough early on. This challenge was really tough early on. The trees definitely helped out. If I was to do this challenge again, I would probably put a limitation on the trees. There was just a lot of trees on this map, so it made it a little bit easier to get some things accomplished due to that reason. If there was a map with less trees, I think it would be a lot more difficult of a challenge. But realistically, it needed to have the ability to have this many trees because none of us would have been able to complete this in time for FS22 if it didn't. So, you know, it is what it is. But it's been a lot of fun. We really expanded the farm. It's pretty big in comparison. We certainly could have a few more things, absolutely 100%. But I think overall, we did an okay job. So, as I mentioned today, we're going to get well, mostly, we just need to harvest both of these fields. I'm going to leave this as a working farm. I'm not going to focus on getting every single field harvested. We don't need to, so I'm not going to. We're just going to get these wheat fields harvested and pick up the straw from them, and then we will move that over to our productions to allow us to actually have some pigs and some cows down in the new field, or the new plot of land, I should say. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Things are good here, right? At the time of this recording, I'm getting ready, like a day away from from leaving to go out of the country, so still having issues with what I talked about in the, I don't know if it was a previous episode or 2 episodes ago, whatever it was. I think it's a previous episode, where what I have been utilizing to help assist me with thumbnail creation is completely gone now, so it sucks, but I'm still trying to work my way through it. We might just end up having to have some generic thumbnails of in-game stuff that I try to, you know, manipulate a little bit myself. But we'll see. But anyway, that's still grinding my gears for sure. But otherwise, things are good. Things are good. I'm getting ready to leave. Like I said, go out of the country. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun trip. Going to Italy, for those of you that do know or don't know. If you watch every series of mine, you probably have heard me say it, or I might have even said it on this series. I don't remember. But going to Italy. Never been to Italy, so I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Technically, it's my... I got married last year, so it's my wife and I's honeymoon. We just decided to wait a year to save a little bit of money so we could do a trip like this. So if any of you have been and you know somewhere specifically I should go, make sure you let me know. I can tell you just from a high level, we are kind of going all over Italy, mostly. Not everywhere, obviously, but we're kind of, you know, extending most of Italy, starting around the Naples area, through Rome, through Florence, through Bologna, and up to Venice. So kind of all over, with the exception of the northwest there. We won't be going to like Milan or anything like that. I'd love to go to Milan, just... Unfortunately, the money just wasn't going to work out, and the time off as well wasn't going to work out. I had time that I could take a little bit longer if I wanted to. I don't think I would want to, but if I had to or wanted to, I could do so. My wife could not, though. She did not have enough time, so doing everything we can in the span of time we have. So we'll have a couple days in each city. There are probably certain cities we may want to spend more time in, and other cities maybe we wouldn't need as much time as we've given ourselves, but we don't know. We've never been, so we don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Gonna go to in Bologna. The reason we're stopping there, it's mostly for me. I wanted to go to the Lamborghini factory, but it was sold out. We couldn't get into it. But then we found it cost us a little bit more money. But then we found a kind of a, well, it's not really private. There are other individuals with us, but more private than what, you know, would be normally. Tour where they pick you up from your hotel and then take you to Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Pagani. So I'm really excited about that. As a car guy who will never have any of those cars, I'm excited about that, to see those. That'll be fun. So I'm just kind of going around a headland here a second time. And at that point, we'll start doing our traditional pathing, right? Probably do a few ourselves, and then we'll put it on a worker, and then we will jump in one of the tractors and get the loading wagon and start picking up this straw here off the ground so we can actually start making it in our productions. Because really, ideally, what we want to do is get these fields harvested, have at least some straw in there being processed through, so then we can actually start making the products we need for the food, TMR specifically, and then just straw in general for the pigs. And we can actually purchase them, right? Because we've got the sheep already, we've got the chickens down there, the bees are already doing their thing. It's just those two remaining. But yeah, things are good. Things are good. We're moving along nicely. Now, I've talked about it, and I'm going to just mention it again just in case you happen to miss an episode or whatever. But when I'm out of town here, unfortunately, there's still a tiny chance maybe that I get most of the days have something out, but it's going to be less than normal. So due to work and other things that have kind of gone on here for the last week and a half or so, when I kind of expected to try to go heavy on making videos for, covering for me while I'm out of town, it did not happen as much as I would like. So there are going to be some days that there will not be a video, which you're used to having a video every single day. So I apologize ahead of time, straight up front. I apologize. I just unfortunately I just ran out of time, right? And work was extremely busy. My boss has been out of town for the last 2 weeks, so it's been extremely busy, and the time just wasn't there. And if I did have any time, it was super late at night, and I was exhausted and probably went to bed most nights. So I apologize is what I'm trying to get at. Long story short, that was a long-winded apology that if there are some days where there's no video, that's the reason why. I promise when I get back, we'll make up for it. We'll get a lot of stuff done. We'll knock out a lot of stuff. I don't know what the heck just happened there. I guess there was a bit of a drop there. It looks like there's kind of a dent in the ground there. I say dent, it's like a hole. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a... I thought we touched this up. Maybe we didn't. I thought we touched this up a long time back. I don't know. Anyway, I guess what I was getting at is I apologize for having to miss a couple of days and not having a video out for you every single day. If I'm able to, and I can knock some more out, I will certainly do so. But it may or may not be able to happen. So I may try to at night, when people are sleeping, right? If I can't really do videos late at night if people are sleeping. But if they are, I'll try to maybe do some other things potentially that I could do that I don't have to talk. I don't know if I'll find anything or not. I know I could do at least one other episode of that Island Farmer. Didn't do very well. It was just kind of a spin-off video, but I could do a second video just to close that out. Maybe I should. But other than that, unless I find something specific or I just do a time-lapse altogether, like a time-lapse episode altogether, probably not going to happen. I guess I could just run a mini-series of time-lapse stuff to try to do that, but still, I think I'd still be pushing my time, though, because I'd have to edit it still, and, it has to process through the whole system and everything else, so, yeah, it's unlikely, I guess, that there will be anything else I could add to it. To make sure you get a daily video. I'd prefer it just to be, more, well, relatively speaking, a more quality versus quantity at this point, right? I'd rather make sure the videos that I'm putting out have, been edited the best I can do them and not sped through them just to get a video out, if that makes sense. So let's throw this on a worker now. Let's jump into... Well, we still have these. I forgot to bring these back up there. Whoops. Well, let's use the case for now. Actually, can we use the case? We may not be able to utilize it. 250 horsepower. We don't have 250 horsepower, so that is not going to work. 150. Ooh, there's a forage wagon here for 150, though. It is a much smaller forage wagon, but there is one nonetheless. Nah. Okay. I'm going to bring this back up to the farm, though, because we talked about we wanted to buy some other equipment. We did do that towards the end of the last episode. I just forgot to bring these back up, so I'll bring these up, and then we'll jump into the John Deere and get the forage wagon going. I completely forgot about the mineral feed that we would need, so I went ahead and purchased the trailer here and put some mineral feed up there. We've got the telehandler already back. It's right by where the grapes are. We're going to have to sell those eventually anyway, so it's good that we have this low loader, well, low loader-ish type of thing. It doesn't have any straps. I really thought this was going to have straps on it, and it doesn't, so we're going to have probably a little bit of an issue getting it back there, but we'll gloss over that. Hopefully we bounce our way over there without losing any of these, but we don't really have to carry it too far now after we get to this point, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So the worker will continue doing their thing there. Let's get this over to the production for TMR. And then we will, like I said, pick up the loading wagon with the John Deere and head our way back here. So we'll have to bring this trailer also back to the grapes because we want to put the grapes on there. We'll utilize the telehandler to do that today. This field's are still ready to harvest, which is, I think, a canola field. So lots of things ready to harvest here, gang. Somehow TMR was just accepted somewhere. Was it accepted in the greenhouse potentially? Had to be. Or not TMR, mineral feed, excuse me. Whoop, well, that was the worst turn you probably could have did there, Z. Way to go, buddy. All right, hold on. Okay, I've got them stacked up over there on the side, as you can see. It's already accepted. A good chunk of it, I think it's full, so that's all taken care of. It is making TMR already, excuse me there. It is making TMR already because we had a tiny bit of straw we put in there, if you recall. I mean, a very, very tiny bit, but we did have some nonetheless. So I'm going to take this back over where the grapes are because we're going to need to put the grapes on this to sell them. And like I said, we're going to utilize that... why am I blanking right now? The telehandler. Why am I blanking on the telehandler all of a sudden? We just talked about a telehandler. Told you it's been a week, gang. I apologize. We'll need to utilize that telehandler to put the grapes onto this trailer here to go sell them. So bring this back. Like I said, I'm going to grab the John Deere. We'll get the loading wagon, and I will meet you on the field. And it looks like the worker's nearly done with the harvest. On the way back up here, we're going to service the tractor here and the loading wagon here. I don't know how close I have to be able to service this. There you go. Not that close. Okay, perfect. They're good to go. Let's keep on coming through here. And we are heading to our field. Now, like I said, the worker's probably done with the harvest. If they're not, they're very close. Looks like they're on their last pass, or one of the last passes, I should say, if not the last. We will move them directly over to the other field immediately, because the other field is exactly the same crop. So it can carry on. We got 2 pallets of eggs there, which is good. Sweet, we're loading. So what we're going to do, I think I can put this on distributing. I don't think there's anything else that will accept TMR that we currently have placed down. So I think we'll be okay by doing that. I guess there's only one way to find out. At least right now, there's not that much straw. So really, there's not that much that can be transferred over once 10 o'clock hits. At least currently, I should say. Once we put some straw in there, TMR, then that's going to be a different, or the TMR production, that's going to be a different story, but... Yeah, and the worker has finished, so let me go ahead and stop this really quick here. I probably should just walk to it. It'd probably be faster than flipping through all these. There is a tiny, tiny little bit that was missed here, which we'll clean that up right now. Okay, so let's head over here. I'm going to do a headland pass like we typically would do, and then we can throw this on a worker again while we start picking up that straw to carry on over to the TMR production, right? Alright, we got a full trailer load here, gang. Let's top some things off here. Let's do what we need to do. We're supposed to put straw in there, I thought. Am I mistaken on that? Because we could have put pigs in there last time, if that was the case. I thought we had to put straw in here. We do. So where does the straw go in at? I mean, I thought it was here. Maybe I just missed the trigger? It can't be. It can't be. No, I'm right over top of the trigger here. I mean, that's definitely where the food goes. The straw has to go somewhere else then, right? So I guess I can try over here. I mean, it's for the bedding, right? So maybe it won't let me put it in there until I have the pigs in there? Oh, there it is. We found it. We found it. Dang, he accepts a lot of straw. Holy moly, that's a lot of straw. Okay. Well, the pigs can go in now, though. They've got the food and everything. We already did all that, so... Okay, so everything should be golden now. Everything should be working as expected. Yes, straw's in there, maxed out. Silage, everything's good. Everything's good. There's still plenty of straw in here. So, if it's got 1,939 liters in there currently, so at 10 o'clock it should... As long as we do this, as long as we did this properly, it should distribute on over to the cow enclosure, right? It should. Which means we just gotta buy cows, we gotta buy pigs. Series is over. Just like that. Okay, so we'll buy, just like we normally do, 2 of each. Brown Swiss. Yeah, we don't really care about We just want the milk is what we want, so we're going to keep those two. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a couple more in, since we're only buying, since there's only 2 sets. Let's buy a few more. There we go. Half. Okay. So. Oh, do they need straw too? Sure looks like they do, doesn't it? Okay, well, there we go. We can put some straw over there. But before we do that, let's buy the pigs. We're here. Let's buy the pigs. Okay. Just 2. Okay. Pigs are there. Pigs are good. They need water, though. Oh, they need water. I thought we put water in here. I guess we didn't. Yeah, so they just need water, and then they'll produce pellets for us and everything else. So let's bring the straw back over here. I don't know where it's going to go, if I'm honest with you. I don't know where I need to hook up. Back this into. I don't know if I need to go... I guess I need to go through the actual garage, I guess. Hopefully this can even... I don't even know if this is going to go through there. Now that I'm looking at it, this thing looks way too big for it. This may not work. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. That is not going to fit in there. So... now we've got a bigger issue. We might end up buying this thing. Because I don't know how else to do it. I don't think it's going to let me do it unless I actually am in there. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. We ran into another issue before we ended the end of the series. It's par for the course, right? So I'm going to leave this over here for right now. And 150 Michelin. I don't really need the silage. We're lucky this was out here in the used market. This is... what? Didn't let me buy it? Oh! Oh! How did we lose that kind of... oh. Oh. Oh, because we bought the animals. Duh. Okay, well. We gotta make some money then, quickly. Whoops. That is not to plan. Well, we have the animals. We just have to get the straw over here. We gotta make sure that they're in good shape before we take out of here. I say we take out of here. What does that even mean? We take out of here. Okay, it's not distributing them, so we're gonna have to move it ourselves, it looks like, which, that's fine. Oh my gosh, this won't even fit in there. Okay, barely. Where's the water go? Don't they need water? What is happening right now? I guess they don't. That's weird. They don't need water? That's bizarre. Okay, well, alright, well. I know the pigs need water, so let's just drop the pigs some water here. Okay, the pigs should be fine, so now it's just a matter of us going and getting enough money to buy that tiny little loading wagon, fill it up with some straw, bring it over here to the cows. And we need to get the trailer and give the cows some food. So while we're here, let's go ahead and knock the food out. I guess I can turn off those buttons. We don't really need those on anymore now that we know what the problem was. I really thought that TMR would have distributed, but evidently it doesn't, so... oh well. Oh boy, this end of this series is just going to hell in a handbasket. There we go. At least I can back the trailer in there. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got 2,908 liters so far of TMR. That's enough to at least get them going. But again, this trailer is not gonna, well, the tractor's not gonna be able to fit through there. So I'm glad we bought that small case. We're gonna need that for over here. That's gonna be our workhorse, I guess, for the animal area. Okay, so the cows should have food now. They do. It's not quite enough, but they do. Everything else is good. They're good. They got what they need. That's perfect. Chickens are good. Well, they could use a little bit, but they're not in any kind of danger or anything like that. They're good for now. Okay, so this can go ahead and just be dropped off elsewhere for now. Yeah, let's take it up here. Let's take it up here. I'm gonna hook the grapes up to the trailer real quick. We're gonna use that. We're gonna make the money off the grapes. Hopefully that's enough money for us to buy that that loading wagon here, 30 grand. If it's not, well, we're gonna have to move some silage again or sell some silage again. As a matter of fact, now that I'm saying that, let's just sell the silage now. Well, I say sell it. I mean, take it to the BGA. Because we have... right here. The semi's down here. Right by where we can pick up the silage at. I also forgot to apologize for the time-lapse there. I set my controller on the couch for a second, which is right next to where my chair is. So I have a chair and a couch right next to each other. And I set the controller on the couch for just a second, not thinking it was going to cause any issue because I had to move over and grab my drink, and it fell off, and so I was all over the place. So I went through all kinds of different vehicles during that time lapse, so I hope I didn't make you sick. I apologize if it did. A little bit of a late apology, I know, but apologies nevertheless. So when we go dump this in the BGA, we'll bring this over to the harvester. I suspect the harvester's probably already done or getting close to done by now, based on all the issues we had down here. Hopefully this BGA, I can't talk. Hopefully the silage in the BGA will make us enough money to be able to buy that with the addition of selling the grapes. I don't know how much money we're going to get out of the grapes, the grape juice stuff. I have no clue. None whatsoever. Alright, let's get these grapes loaded up and try to make some money here. I'm going to try a little first-person view on this. I'm probably not going to be very good at it, but we're going to give it a shot. Well. Am I even in there? I guess I am. I can only pick up one? Really? I think I was below it. I don't even think I was actually in the hook for where we're supposed to be at. Okay, well this has been a disaster. Let me work on this. It's been terrible, but we're getting a little bit better, but it's been terrible. I'm just not good with doing the stacking stuff. I know they have those challenges at some of the like FarmCon and everything else, and if I ever go to one of those, I don't think I will, but if I ever go to one of those, don't count on me to try to win any records there. I'm just lucky that I even get some of them up there without them falling over. Well, that went well. Somehow they just came completely off the fork. I don't know how that happened, but okay, whatever. whatever. I have a feeling these are going to slide off. I'm going to be very, very careful when I drive this around, because it has no straps, like we talked about, right? I have a high feeling that I'm going to lose these. Alright, well, we used the telehandler, so there you go. We can say we used it. Kind of driving through the trees here, but we'll just gloss over that for a minute. It's working, so we'll gloss over it. Now, I hope I don't have to bring the telehandler over it. Oh, God. I was going to say I hope I don't have to bring the telehandler over here to unload these, but at this point I think I'm going to have to. Let's see if they actually sell from here or not. Please sell from up here. Please sell from up here. Please. Please. Yes. Thank the Lord. Thank the good Lord up above. That worked. Holy moly. So these grapes are going to get us there without really even having to wait on the silage, it looks like. Which is good. I gotta pick up these 4 boxes of oh my gosh. Let me get this sorted. Okay, after many drops and fails, I think I have them all on the forks now. I don't think they're going to come off anymore. Wasn't the best stacking job, as you can see. They are not perfectly aligned by any means, but we'll take it. As long as they get there, at this point, I do not care. I just simply do not care. So let me move this out of the way. I'm just going to put this over here in our yard over here. Just put it over here to the side where we were keeping our trailer for the longest time, just over here. This does not need to be undercover. Even though we have plenty of places we can put it, it does not need to be, so we'll leave it there. We're going to be utilizing this to pick up the loading wagon here, so let's just do that. We don't need any of that, so we should be able to buy it right now. $3,289. Yep, leaves us with $482, which isn't a lot, but we're going to get a couple grand here out of these grapes, this grape juice here, so we'll let that do its thing selling while we head down and pick up that loading wagon. And that, once we get that done and drop that off the cows, should complete it. Okay, sounds like the worker had completed the harvest. There is a section of that field that I know for a fact the worker did not complete because they go a different way than we always anticipate they're going to go. But, nevertheless, it is mostly done. So, that's good. So we're going to load up some more straw into this thing until it's full. We'll take it to the cows. We'll unload it. And honestly, gang, at that point, we will probably call it as a series. There's really nothing else left for us to do. We could continue to expand the farm, certainly, 100%, buy some more fields and everything else. But I don't think we really need to. We've accomplished all the goals we set out to do, and more. So I don't think we necessarily need to. I mean, we have the side objective was to do 3 to 5 things to help assist with the animal care. We did 4 of those. So we've got the one that makes us the pig food over there, right? We've got the silage maker. We've got the TMR maker. We've got the hay maker. So that's 4. We could put one more down, sure, but I mean, we don't really need it. We don't need it. Now this is going to be slow, so it's going to take a little while here, but let me knock this out real quick. We'll get this full. We'll take it to the cows. We'll call it a series. All right, gang. This is it. This is the big money maker right here. Oh no. Are you serious? How am I going to get this in here? How am I supposed to get the straw in there? Oh. Oh. No way, man. I had to get an even smaller one than this one? Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Well, I know how to fix it. We wasted a little bit of our time, I guess, in this process, but, I mean, it would probably be good to have 2 of these anyway on the farm. But I know how to fix this. Hold on. This is how we're going to fix it. Right here. We dump it in the silo. We take it, dump it into the trailer, bring the trailer over there, and dump it in that way, because we were able to do that, you know, with the food. So that's how we're going to fix it. And we're going to utilize this shed for the storage of this loading wagon. Might have went a little bit too far with it, but that's alright. We'll gloss over that. Alright, let me get the John Deere unhooked here. Going to be kind of our tractor shed right there is kind of what I envisioned, at least, if we were to carry the series on longer, but not really a whole lot of time to carry it on longer either, right? We talked about, you know, how we could potentially carry it on for a little bit longer, but there's really not that much time before FS22 comes out, so it would just be kind of just filler, and I don't really want to make videos just for filler. That just doesn't, it's not the way that I like to run and operate, so when a series feels to me like it's accomplished and it's met its goal, which this one to me feels like it has, it's time for us to end it and move on. What a series, though, this has been, gang. This is... Where am I going? I'm talking to you and not paying attention. What a series, though. This has been a great series. It really has. It really, truly has. Just to kind of give you a ballpark, we would have this field ready to harvest as well, if we wanted to. This field, that field, and then obviously we harvested these 2 fields with the exception of a few little scraps there that were missed, but... So this is how we're going to do it. We go back here, we find our straw wherever it is. Boom. You unload it. And then we take it back to the cows and go that way. I could have did it this way beforehand, but I was like, you know what? The more I thought about it, I was like, I'm just going to get that little tiny loading wagon. I think that's going to be perfect. It's going to fit the area down there. And we did it, and it doesn't even fit through that garage door. Man, that's the smallest garage door ever. You would think it would be a little bit taller of a garage door there, but I guess it has to fit with the rest of the building. But, man, that doesn't... It's crazy to me that both of those wouldn't fit. I'd have to basically get the tiniest little loading wagon, which there's really no reason to even get that. I had to make so many trips in there to drop that off. That'd be nuts. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. You know, I mean, it just barely fits, but it fits. We're causing all kinds of mayhem in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, if there's ever a spot to end the episode, there it is. We are stuck in here now. Okay, well, there you go, gang. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, yet again, make sure you hit that like button. It's the best way, and it's free to help out the channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you for all your continued support. We have 2 series currently running at this point. We've got the 100 Horsepower Challenge, and we have our Ohio Richland series. Whatever I can get done between now and when I leave, I promise you I will get it done. I will try to get as many videos up as I can that are quality videos to you before I leave. But again, bear with me if there are a few days that there are any, and I apologize for that yet again. So many times I've apologized, but I'm going to continue to apologize because I hate it. I wish I would have been able to do it. It just didn't work out. So anyway, yet again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.